In this lecture, I'm going to talk about lists and loops. Up until now, if you want to write, let's say for example, congratulations Alex, congratulations Bob, congratulations Carol, or for however many people, you're going to write a lot of statements, but most of the statements are similar. Congratulations, some name. If I had to ask you write this 100 times for 100 different names, it would become very tedious and prone to error. I think after few lines of those, you would get tired and question me, why am I doing this? That's a good question. If you ask, why am I doing this? Is that a better way of doing it? Well, in Python, there's a data type called list. List is a series of same type of data that represent same thing. Not the same value, but same thing. For example, in list, you could have a sequence of data like names, Alice in quote, Bob in quote, Carol in quote. They are separated by comma or a number 0, comma 1, comma 2, comma 3, comma 4, comma 5, or like the odd number or prime number 1, 3, 5, 7, and so forth. But in Python, the list can hold any type of data. You can actually mix them if you want, but we don't want to mix them just yet because we want to put similar data inside the list to make the data consistent. And Python have a very powerful for loop. Anything that is a sequence of data can be used for loop to iterate. For iterator in list and then colon, body of the loop, where the body of the loop is indented. And to end the loop, you undent the code. So the for statement again end with the colon, and please do not forget that colon in Python. Tell Python this is start of a block or body. Everything inside the block will be indented until you undent the code. When I say indented, they should have the same number of spaces or tab, and you must use them consistently. Even though tab may look like a 4 spaces, they are not the same. Python is very finicky about that, and this is usually a source of the error. Example. You remember the congratulation example? I can write a for loop to do this. So let's try it in the PyCharm. Let me get the Python 3 here. For name in bracket, say Alice, Bob, Carol. Let's do these 3 for now. And notice that when I hit return key, let's try this. The code get indented for me automatically. Print congratulations, comma, plus name plus exponential point. And and then if I hit return, you can see that the code is still indented the same way, and you have to undent the code if you want to stop the for loop, for example. So let me run this. Congratulations, Alex. Congratulations, Bob, and congratulations, Carol. That look good. And what you're really seeing is the variable name will take on the list value one by one as a loop iterate. The variable name we will call it iterator or loop variable. What about this? I have congratulations, print, you did very well. So let's try that. So if I go back here, say print, you did very well. And everybody, you see some code in the lecture, you can try to write the code and run it and see for yourself. And I want you to copy, and I don't want you to copy, I want you to type it because it's like a muscle memory. The more you type, the more you understand how the program works. If you just copy and paste thing, you will never see if you make a mistake. And as you can see here, um, the line 2 and line 3 get executed every time the for loop run. Okay? Let's see what else we can do here. What will happen if I unindent you did very well? Well, when you do that, the you did very well is not part of the loop, so this line will only execute once. And then let me show you here. So if I unindent by hitting the backspace, come over here, hit the backspace, and run it, you can see you did very well only happened once. How about the congratulation print statement is indented over twice, and then the you did very well indent only once. Let's see what happened. So I indent this over, I indent this over. Oops, it doesn't matter. Let me come down here, and if I run this, Python will not run the code because of the indentation. It doesn't know where the start and end of the block. So instead of running it, they're just throwing indentation error. And syntax error is good because the interpreter tell you what's wrong and you can fix it. So when you move pieces of code around in a Python, especially with indentation, it's very easy to mess up the indentation. Python is very unforgiving. So you must really check and recheck your indentation. Indentation tell you the block of code. And indent the code if the statement doesn't belong to that block.